to go up against the city's ban on gun sales. Good evening and thanks for joining us. A ban in the city of Campbell has some folks up in arms, literally. 21 News reporter Janet Rogers has a lot more on why folks are protesting what they call a law against their constitutional rights.
They came to Roosevelt Park's amphitheater in Campbell, armed with semi-automatics, handguns, some openly carried as allowed under Ohio's law. Others with concealed carry permits wore them holstered according to law. They are protesting what they call the City of Campbell's trampling on their Second Amendment rights, banning the sale of all firearms in the city.
They were notified shortly thereafter in writing twice. They weren't supposed to have a law like that. It's state law. It violates state law. They neglected to repeal it. It's been 4.5 months now.
Many of the men and women here also believe Campbell's mayor tried to trample on their First Amendment rights of freedom of speech and peaceful assembly.
I absolutely feel like Campbell has done a lot to try to block us from our First Amendment rights. They initially tried to charge me $2,000 to have a protest rally. They, last I know, are charging me $480 for police protection of our First Amendment rights. And so, yeah, I would say that it's been a direct line of events of that nature.
The event was moved from outside City Hall to Roosevelt Park Pavilion at 4 yesterday evening, then to a second pavilion due to a birthday party at a nearby pavilion. Councilwoman Juanita Rich, who has a permit to carry a concealed gun and voted against the ordinance, says holding a peaceful rally shouldn't be so difficult.
The reason why it's changed again, I think, is because they're trying to discourage people to come to it. They're trying to get people to just leave and disperse so that they don't even have a rally, so it doesn't happen.
But Mayor George Prino says he's done all he can to accommodate the group. Ohioans for Concealed Carry has filed a motion in Mahoning Common Pleas Court to take action and strike down what they cite as Campbell's unlawful ordinance.
We've reached out to the chief of police, we reached out to the mayor. And the reality is, for a city that's in the financial situation of Campbell, they really can't afford to be doing this. This was a simple thing. It was pretty cut and dry. Their law director, as I understand it, actually recommended that we repeal this ordinance. It's against state law. We tried to point that out, that this could have been handled without adding any attorney's fees.
You got to stand up, we have to take a stand sometime, and this is what we do.
The Campbell City ordinance that has folks here up in arms and out to protest should be repealed at this Wednesday's council meeting. With more local news, I'm Janet Rogers.